When you graduated from college, you wasted no time in getting involved with your chapter as an alumni advisor. You headed to law school at another school in your state, and you quickly jumped in there too as chapter counselor. You were a rock star local volunteer in your younger years and still are today. You were AVC president as you were building your legal practice, and your integrity and cheerfulness sustained you through the ups and downs of serving an undergraduate chapter. Your fellow volunteers grew in respect for you as they witnessed your dedication. In fact, almost 25 years ago, you took your talents into the service of SigEp chapters everywhere. You became a SigEp National Housing trustee, and soon after, you became the president of the Housing Board for the next 15 years. During that decade and a half, you led the housing effort into new arenas, greatly expanding the service our fraternity can provide to local chapters and AVCs. Before your term as president, AVCs wanting to build or renovate were forced to work with local lenders who saw fraternities oftentimes as too risky, and they ratcheted up the interest rates. The National Fraternity had to guarantee those loans, putting SigEp on the hook twice. But through your work, you opened a large line of credit with a major bank, nearly quadrupling SigEp National Housing's ability to lend to AVCs at much more favorable rates. On top of that, you started the property management program with one chapter house, and today it protects 30 chapter houses and keeps millions of dollars in assets under SigEp management. Through it all, you were married and had your first child. You stayed involved and brought SigEp National Housing to truly unprecedented heights. You were recognized as a distinguished alumnus in 2001, but you weren't done. You served on the National Volunteer and Audit Committees, and you were elected to the National Board as Grand Secretary and then Grand President from 2011 to 2013. Under your guidance, the fraternity developed a long-term plan for leadership, and you laid the foundation for the resurgence of the Balanced Man program that resulted in the historic vote last conclave. But above all else, despite your rare vision and courage, you stay humble. You're a true servant leader, and after your term as Grand President, you headed straight back to your chapter. You're now president of the Florida Alpha Educational Foundation, and you led a $3 million capital campaign for a total renovation of the chapter house. As one of your brothers said, we'd expect no less from a man who regularly wrestles alligators. Your wisdom guided the chapter's alumni through a difficult closure from 2013 to 2015, and since the chapter's return in 2016, you've insisted that brothers forge a new path, different from their peers. Your lifetime of service has given undergraduate brothers now and in the future a shining example to follow. You come from a chapter with a long line of members of the Order of the Golden Heart: Huber Hurst, Paul Selly, Bill Cross, Harold Hodge, and your mentor, David Hendon. Your dedication and service to our fraternity places you among their number. It is now my honor to induct you, Brother Bert Harris, into the Order of the Golden Heart.
Brother Grand President Bennett then said, "Now say something, or at least try." I owe so much to the fraternity, to the crucible of Florida Alpha that helped me so much as an undergraduate, to David Hendon that maintained that crucible for so many decades, to my brother McKenna that exposed me and brought me under the National Fraternity, where I learned even more. The entire journey has been absolutely wonderful. And I'm so grateful for the men that have helped along the way. In the words of Brother Maddox, at the end of the day, it is all about friendship, and I value everyone. Thank you very much, gentlemen.